Hello and welcome back on the Yin Yang Concept. For the ones that are new to my channel, I'm Nikos. Together with my Formosa Catch 46 called Yin Yang, we offer daily sailing charters off Piso Livadi Paros, Greece in summer season. By the end of season, we do not miss the chance to explore the magical Aegean Sea on solo sailing adventures, and this time we head east. So if you wanna follow us, welcome on board. In the previous episode, we spent 2 days in the lovely remote islands of Arki and Lipsi in the northeast Dodecanese Islands, experiencing peace, calmness, and lovely sceneries in a like summer weather. Despite our will to spend more time there, we are forced to make way to the south as there is a pending business visit planned, so we are leaving behind Lipsi Island, heading for an overnight at Leros as we are bound to Kos Island. Nonetheless, the general wisely said that no plan survived after first contact with enemy. Hence, in this episode, we end at beloved Levitha again instead of Kos.
Yeah, you can imagine what I did just after docking, and here I am. Could not miss that. So let's see if it is open or any access. 5:30. Yeah. Today is Monday. Bad luck. Okay. This is the evening. It's almost 5 o'clock. 5:05. Monday evening, and I am in Leros in Agia Marina. That was totally out of the plan. I was supposed to pass by, but just called a friend and I was going to a cove to the south of the island, and I told him I'm going there. He said, no, don't go there, it's not good. So I just turned and sneaked in, found the port empty for me. So here I am, I docked and just made my way up to the castle, just flew the drone and making a lovely time lapse, and cannot but thank my luck for not being able to do that. It is this sense of freedom that you really can decide what you want to do, what you feel like doing, and being able to do it, which for me is of paramount importance in my life, being able to choose for myself what I like and what I don't like, having the freedom to choose. So I'm really grateful for this. Wish I could do it full time. I hope I will be able to do it one day, but for the time being, at least I can enjoy this life on board the yacht and discover new places, travel, enjoy.
Agia Marina in the east of Leros Island is where we find ourselves, instead of Xyrokapos Bay in the south. It's a nice quiet small city that is being overseen by an impressive and well-maintained castle in the top of the nearby cliff. The medieval castle is said to be built by Knights of St. John on top of a Byzantine fortress and oversees either the Bay of Alinda as well as all over east and south coast of the island, ensuring spectacular views for the lucky ones that make their way up there as we did. Leros nowadays is not a so hot destination in comparison to nearby Patmos or Kos Islands. However, this is quite unfair, as stunning bays and mild environment make these islands a lovely one to visit. The island is officially inhabited by some 8,000 souls and has been hosting a mental hospital for a long time that in days of late dictatorship served as an exhalation containment spot for some 4,000 dissenters. After a huge scandal revealed some 30 years ago where funds for the mentally hospitalized patients were being taken advantage of, the island became infamous internationally, while eventually conditions in the facility improved significantly.
So after this full day, it's time to have a nice dinner. I have prepared while I was in Lipsy potatoes in the oven, and I added beans with lots of vegetables and sauces, and also prepared cabbage with garlic and olive oil and a few other secrets. So it's time to enjoy and conclude another lovely free day. Good morning. So here we are in Leros in Agia Marina. Have spent the night here, refilled water, made some cleaning, and now good to go down to Kos, almost 30 miles from here where we are. It should take some time, so don't lose any more time, and off we go, yeah.
The next morning we sail early, as the plan remains to be by Mastihari Kos on midday and overnight there so we can visit Kos city for business. The upcoming southeasterlies, however, on top of a finalization call, change all the parameters considered, ending to a drastic plans change.
Right, so the time is 9 o'clock in the morning of Tuesday, the 31st of October, and I'm between Leros and Kalymnos. I was bound south to Kos. I was planning to spend the night there and make some business. However, I spoke with a guy that had local knowledge and told me that where I was planning to anchor for the night, it was not safe. So as we found an alternative way to do our business, then I will have to alter my course again to the west and start returning towards Cyclades because the southerlies are approaching in 3 days, 2-3 days, and I don't want to be with southeasterlies here in the Dodecanese. Now I'm on my way to pass between Leros and Kalymnos, the straits between the two islands, and then I'm wondering where should I end, as the forecast for the next days is a little bit tricky, and I wouldn't like to motor only, neither to visit the same places I have visited before. However, if that will be the only option, this is what I will do. So I will make my work on my passage planning and yeah, see where will I end. Right, so we are between Leros and Kalymnos in a tiny passage, and eventually decided we'll go to Levitha, back to Levitha again and spend the night, and then we'll continue to Donusa the next day. Let's see now how that tiny strait is between the two islands. Here is Leros on the right side on the north. Inside there is Xyrokabos. This is where I was bound to yesterday, but eventually did not go. And this is the southern tip of Leros. And here is the little island between Kalymnos and Leros, and back there is Kalymnos.
After plans change and finalization, we make way back to our beloved Levitha island on our way to return to Kyklades region. Lonely sailing hours under favorable conditions, enjoying the magic Aegean waters on top of the deck of our beloved Yin Yang, fulfill our soul and pay off after endless years of hard work and overcoming hardships.
Here we are back, Levitha Part 2.
We're back in this amazing unknown little rocky land in the middle of the Aegean Sea, eager to explore and align with nature on a superb favorable timing where the universe is generous with us. After securing the Yin Yang in a mooring buoy, we load our photo gear and off we go to the cliff on the top of the unique bay. We will pass through the premises of Kabossos family that resides permanently in the island and that helpfully show us the way to the top, and following their advice we climb up the hill. There is no path to follow, hence improvising we find ourselves on the top of this bay to feel like no other on this earth, grateful and honored to be there.
Okay, this is called Castle in English, and there are some ruins here on the top. It seems that here it was an observatory point and maybe some small urban activity some quite good time ago. Let's see. Here is obvious that something was constructed, which seems quite heavy construction. The blocks of the stones are quite big. Lots of ruins though. Okay, here we are on the highest part of the crest, above the marvelous bay facing the south, a natural harbor that protects vessels from almost every weather pattern. Yin Yang is down there. It is the east part of the bay, and look at that. This is stunning. Once again, when you think if it's all worth to do that, obviously it is. So, up on the almost the higher point of Levitha, right now in the island, there are 3 persons and I'm the 4th. And there is another yacht approaching. And also a fishing boat that just rests until they continue their fishing. The question would be, why am I here right now? What am I looking for? What am I searching for? The answer is not clear, is not specified. Definitely peace. Definitely a good relationship with my inner self. Definitely to be close to nature. It's also a brain game. You want to step on lands that not so many have done. Is the exploration, the adventure, the discovery, all that. I am so fulfilled that I managed to make it up to here, to make this expedition once again and discover places I haven't seen and few others have, but definitely I hadn't. Yeah, those are few of the reasons that I'm here, and no way regretting it despite the effort, the trouble, the tiredness. It's not that easy making single-handed navigation and then climbing cliffs, but yeah, at least I have a good lentil soup cooked already waiting for me when I'm back, so that will pay off. If there is something to describe all that, is stillness. It's so quiet, nature on its own pace. You can hear the birds, you can hear the water, and you can just inhale clean air. It's something that someone was the trend, someone was the normality, and nowadays it's so exceptional to find. I like our key. Here also what they have done is have separated, isolated with such stone walls, which is a tradition in the islands, the properties, but mainly because they have wild goats and wild sheep and they don't want them to go and be lost elsewhere and don't be able to catch them, then they become wild. They have those doors, so you open, you close, and then the animals are somehow isolated, so they cannot lose them. The automation seems that it has gone away, but still it worked, no? Here we go.
It is already November and daylight vanishes early. The bay is sheltered, and as the night comes, sailors and fishermen appear to spend a safe and quiet night there in this famous two-seaman corner. The stillness and peace are enormous where we come to pamper ourselves with ideal conditions to spend the night. Rejuvenation, relaxation and happiness are few of the words that could be used to describe this unique time. The next day situation changes as we continue to head west towards Cyclades, and we are being tested against odds to be eventually found back in our neighborhood. If you like our adventures and wish to support us, please do not forget to subscribe and leave us a like. Next episode to follow soon.
So this was a heavy shower. Now it seems to calm down. Hopefully it should be only close to the mountains of Naxos here and should be clear. I still can see the sun down in Paros in front of me. So yeah, as the night comes, you don't want to have heavy showers.